quote from Peter Marshall from the United Firefighters Union on 3AW was, "There is no denying that it makes it impossible for the state of Victoria to regulate conditions of employment for CFA career firefighters." That is, the federal legislation makes it impossible to regulate the conditions of employment for CFA firefighters. Is that true?
I think my colleague, Ms Anderson, from Workplace Relations Policy is probably better placed to answer that question.
So, Senator, obviously the department wouldn't agree with that statement, and I suppose I would refer to two recent developments in Victoria that the Fair Work Commission has alerted us to, is that the department is aware of at least one state emergency services enterprise agreement, which has been made since the new objectionable terms under the Act came into effect. That's the Victorian State Emergency Services Agreement 2016. We also understand that another agreement has been submitted to the Fair Work Commission too, and that in fact is actually the CFA's Professional Technical Administrative Agreement 2016. I would note though, this agreement has not yet been approved, but the department understands that no concerns have been raised regarding the new objectionable terms under the Act.
But the SES one has been approved, is that right?
No, that's still under...
I think it
Oh, sorry, the SES, yes.
Yes. So the SES has lots of volunteers, for anyone who's watching who's not familiar. They were able to agree to an EBA and have it approved after this legislation was passed.
That's correct, Senator.
Right, so that would suggest it's not impossible to reach an agreement under the new law.
That's correct, Senator.
So long as there isn't an objectionable emergency management term in the agreement, it can be approved.
So perhaps there may have been some objectionable terms in the CFA agreement. One other thing that Mr Marshall said, he said that the UFU is going to challenge the new laws in the High Court. I haven't read anything about a High Court challenge. Are you aware of any High Court challenge?
No, there has been no High Court challenge to the Commonwealth's legislation.
Right. Okay, thank you very much.